our listeners will know I've got teenage boys. They're birth children. They're securely attached. They're relatively neurotypical, although some days that's debatable. Um, but if every night, an hour before their bedtime, so to speak, the phones get handed in, the consoles get handed in, the laptops get handed in, and they're allowed to watch telly for an hour in their bedrooms. And then they have a cut-off point where the remotes are taken. But every piece of tech that they have, TV remote, console controllers, phones, laptops. They don't have tablets anymore. They're a little bit too old for that now. But it all comes into our bedroom. We charge the phones for them alongside our mobile phones. So I know they're charged up, ready for school or whatever they're doing the next day, but they don't have any tech in their room. And that's partly a safety thing, obviously, as a parent of teenagers. But also there's a little bit where I just know it's too tempting. It's far too tempting. Even as an adult, I have to remind myself, Laura, you cannot watch Netflix till 2 a.m. and finish the series and still function as a normal human being the next day. It just doesn't happen. So while my kids are in school, while they're learning, while they're doing exams and homework and sports and football and all of this, it is my responsibility to make sure they get a good night's sleep. And if that means taking away all the temptations that stop that, then that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hear from my boys all the time, oh, it's so unfair. You're so tight, mum. You're so tight. And I let me be tight. I'll take that, because you're telling me that all of your mates, they all get to game until midnight. They're allowed on their laptop till whenever. Some of them are doing their homework at 1 o'clock in the morning. They're on TikTok all night. And I think, do you know what? Whether that's true or not, and I don't believe that that's all of them, because I do know some of these parents, and I genuinely don't believe that is happening. But even if some of them are, that's not my problem. My boys are my problem, and this is what I will take responsibility for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you've got, again, you are your child's expert. You need to do what works for them. And I just think it was a little bit of a perfect storm for Mike with new children,
Yeah.
presumably teenagers. So they've already had quite a lot of life experience before they've come to him. We don't know the situation or the circumstances of why they've moved to him, and not having that professional support around him from social workers. I think he was a bit stitched up. Sorry, Mike, but
Yeah, I agree.
it's just really horrible. But I'm sure you're going to make the best of the situation that you possibly can.
Absolutely. Good stuff. Good luck, Mike.